Sydney North Mission kind of oversimplistically covers the north half of New South Wales, the state in Australia. The borderline nowadays is kind of strange, but mostly it covers, I suppose, down to where the Sydney Australia Temple is, which is directly in Sydney. It kind of has borders that go around and up to places called Coffs Harbour, Grafton. These places are about 5 to 8 hours north of Sydney. Basically, all that is where missionaries go and cover most of the 7 stakes, I believe, are down at the bottom. Where the city is. There is up in the more middle region. There's a stake called Newcastle. And then going up farther north, there's just a huge district, full of more country-like places, and that's called the Coffs Harbour District. And I was blessed to be able to serve in a number of those places. I suppose most people there, you'll actually run into a lot of Chinese people in the city. You'll run into a lot of people of other races as well. I mean, of course, Australians, there's some Americans, a lot of people from Polynesian islands, people from Japan, China, Korea, Lebanon, all these places. It just makes for a nice little mix. I think you'd expect that in any city, really. Sydney is it's really thriving, I'd say. Things are, well, to me, because I'm from America, I was born here. They're more expensive. Different kinds of foods, I think, but nothing too far out. It's just according to the people that you live with. I think no, if you live in more place where there's more Chinese people, you'll find more Chinese restaurants and Lebanese and more of those places and such like that. So I didn't have to eat anything weird for the most part, but I do enjoy eating a lot of things is the thing. So that might have something to do with it. And overall, the people are they're more relaxed, I'd say. And that's a good thing. Obviously, that's definitely a good thing. It was good for me because I'm not relaxed, and I grew up not being relaxed. But going there, I had a lot of companions tell me, you need to chill out, I'd say. And it took me a long time to get into that. I feel I'm a little bit more relaxed now. But most people, in Australia, would just say, take it easy. And I'd be like, no, I have to work. But it really does help, I think. And I think they're right about something. They are very nice and they've got great lives there. Yeah, there's one temple that pretty much everyone in New South Wales attends. There's only one temple there, and that is the Sydney Temple. People come up from Canberra, they come down from Coffs Harbour and different places to go to the temple, and then they'll spend hours or days, just to make a trip to go there, and I think that's really cool. Obviously, a lot of people in the city can just drive right by. There's a lot of languages that missionaries speak. Up in the North Mission, there's Mandarin, Korean, 2 big ones. Tongan and Samoan are another 2 for those areas. More out to the west. I suppose the saints that you find there will just be the most devoted people that you could meet. I think it really is harder to be in an environment like that, and and in some places, obviously, like there's lots of members of the church, like a lot. I think it's the same anywhere in the world, and there'll be some places where people have to travel hours on end just to go to church, and they come every single week, and I think that shows some of the character that they have. I really admired that. There were some exceptions, but for the most part, we were knocking on people's doors all the time, and people would just be very polite. To be honest, most people were polite to us. Even if they weren't interested, or they didn't care. Well, we didn't have to suffer too much. I don't think, if we're getting rejected. And there were also a few people that did let us in, and that meant a lot to me when I saw that. I do think people, for the most part, are more relaxed than we are, and that is because they want to live life happily, and you can do that, without worrying so much about things. I think we worry about way too much here.